You're embarrassed because you did that to him. You're embarrassed because you smoked and drank while pregnant and you made this the outcome. If you want to be mad at anybody, be mad at yourself. Be mad at yourself. You're a horrible fucking mother. You were a horrible pregnancy, and now you're a horrible mother. The best thing that you can do right now is go get the counseling that you need and the support that he needs, the physical therapy and the therapies that he needs. That's all you can do now, and hope for the best. You have said far worse things.
Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother instincts didn't kick in. They said we had to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo.
He doesn't seem active in a child's life because of his disability. My son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth.
Did Karlissa just expose Chrisean for passing her STD to her son? It wasn't too long ago when Karlissa went off on her for not sending Junior to therapy, and now we're finding out she also passed down a bunch of infections to him. Chrisean is really working overtime to make Junior's life a living hell, and unfortunately, it seems to be working. He has only been alive for 3 years and already has an infection and a bunch of disabilities he wouldn't have had if Chrisean had cared even a little bit to do right by him. And to make matters even worse, she's still in major denial about how badly her decisions are actually affecting him. You cannot make this up. Now, as I said, Karlissa has been on Chrisean's neck way before all this mess about her allegedly infecting Junior even popped up. So a few months ago, Chrisean did an interview talking about how she would rather send Junior to church to receive prayers instead of getting him medical help because she didn't believe he was disabled. She even said the only reason he seems delayed is that he is growing at his own rate, not because there is something actually wrong with him, and that she got a revelation from God about it. If this isn't the textbook definition of denial, then I don't know what is. Chrisean has completely lost her mind.
He said, and if it's anything I could do to help, I'm here. The part that really messed with me is that Blueface doesn't seem active in a child's life because of his disability. Hold on. I feel like that's what triggered me, and my anger overpowered my message. I didn't get to deliver any way, shape, or right, and I apologize to you. It didn't deserve my words, and the grace you showed me spoke volume to the season of your life you're in right now, and I'm here to support and congratulate you overly. So I said my son does not have a disability. He is developing at his own pace and hitting his milestones in his own timing. Every child is different, and I'm confident in his growth. If I said it, he had a disability, then he... Right, but it's like, don't tell me. I ain't say none of that. Right. I ain't say none of that. Watch your mouth. A revelation that I heard from the Lord over my son. Yeah. And then it's like redirected that energy back to that mouth, that tongue, that powerful tongue. Who said I had it? Who said it?
Absolutely. Yeah,
is that what you're tuning into? That's what you're assuming? And then it's fine, it's okay. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, you go online, you do apology with like music in the back. I don't know. It's just like people just like promo. People are doing a lot of things for theatrical. I don't know. What's real. I don't know what's fake. One of the kings of so I appreciate him. Whatever. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If that's the best he could do, thank you.
And I think that's accurate, though. I think it is the best he can do. You know, I think a lot of people have seen him.
But it's just like, woo, child.
Now, as soon as Karlissa heard all this BS Chrisean was saying, she immediately got on her Instagram and read Chrisean down to filth. She revealed that when Chrisean was 5 months pregnant, her doctors told her about Junior's disabilities, but she still chose to do nothing about it. And even now, she still refuses to put him through therapy, further worsening his condition. John didn't even know she was keeping her baby all the way to the 5th month she said she was not keeping it. Please stop acting dumb. When the doctors told her about these disabilities, she was 5 months old. When they give you an amniocentesis during your pregnancy that late, they definitely fill you in with any disabilities or details. No one is to blame blame but the mother who chose to ignore me during that pregnancy, and her slow-ass fans who convinced her I was hating. All that can be done is the best for him, and that's what y'all should be promoting. There's nothing wrong with a disability. Your love for him should overshadow the title, and the efforts of faith should be evident to help another mother accept the process of faith. Stop listening to these crazy people. When Jonathan was told he could no longer play sports because of an injury, we continued to play in faith, but we didn't miss one appointment of physical therapy 3 times a week. Faith without works is dead. She also shared this screenshot of Chrisean going off on her after she confronted her for not giving Junior the medical attention she needed. And keep in mind, Junior's alleged medical reports were floating around online a while back. And according to the documents, he's allegedly dealing with several health and developmental issues that can be linked back to Chrisean's smoking and drinking while she was pregnant with him. And you would think after hearing people blame her for some of Junior's struggles, she would be doing everything in her power to protect him, nurture him, and prove everybody wrong. But a lot of her actions have been giving the complete opposite. People really started talking about Junior's condition when Chrisean kept popping up on IG Live with him, looking like he was not being properly cared for. Now let me be clear, nobody online can diagnose that baby from a live stream, and we're not doctors over here. But folks were pointing out certain features and behaviors that they felt lined up with developmental or prenatal health concerns, especially with all the rumors about what Chrisean was doing while she was pregnant. And as if that wasn't already sad enough, people were also dragging Chrisean for how she was treating him on those lives. There were moments where the baby would be crying or clearly needing attention, and instead of stopping to comfort him, she would just keep talking to her fans like nothing was happening. He can't speak for himself. He can't defend himself, and he shouldn't have to sit there crying while his mama is online ranting about drama that does not matter. And if CPS was actually doing their job, that child would have been removed a long time ago. If y'all remember, Junior was born with a hernia, and Chrisean kept skipping his medical appointments until Blueface exposed it all. She is a bad mother. Yes, she is unfit. She has been pushing the surgery back, missing the appointments so she can do what she wants. I went to Baltimore thinking it's the surgery they were talking about, but she missed the appointment. Chrisean has been reported to CPS repeatedly, and it took far longer than it should have for them to act. At one point, she was streaming on Twitch and left Junior in a hot car so she could go argue with Blueface on the phone. He literally started crying from the heat, and instead of ending the call to go get him, she told one of the crew members on set to handle it. People started mass reporting the stream, and her account ended up getting banned before she was even done.
I guess she busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
Huh? I'm not busy at all.
Yeah, she busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not even busy.
Okay. You right now.
I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy.
2, I did not leave my child in no freaking car. He was outside where everybody was standing. It was multiple people sitting around his stroller, waiting for me to get off the phone, because my child father is over here being demonic, don't want to support me, don't want to do nothing, don't want to send me nothing. He's talking about sitting in the house because what? I have a great support system. I have help. I have Pastor Mike. I have Tim Bone. I can name. I have Arissa. I have a lot of support that's there for my son. I don't have to pay for anything. Diapers, wipes, clothes, you name it. No, I'm not homeless. That's the other thing. Stop. Y'all weird, especially that whole side. Y'all never cared for my son. What the heck? First it wasn't his. Y'all kept saying that. First it wasn't his. Then it was he's retarded. Then it was that. Y'all kept saying he was retarded.
Now, as if all this wasn't bad enough, Karlissa recently turned the heat up to go off on Chrisean again, after a video went viral of Chrisean basically drowning Junior in the pool to entertain the folks watching her live stream. Karlissa went on live to drag her for this. And apparently, after the live, she allegedly also made some comments about Chrisean supposedly infecting Junior with an STD, specifically chlamydia.
Grandbaby going underwater with all the issues that he got without even talking to a specialist or a doctor to see if that was okay. What was wrong with putting him some arm floaties on and, like the other kids, let him learn how to put his head under the water? If that was my grandbaby girl, there is absolutely no way you would have him in no water without no motherfucking arm floaties for support. And the reason I say arm floaties, I don't give a fuck if a mother can swim or not. She could have a heart attack. She could have anything could happen to you, and you in the water with a baby that can't swim.
And people were quick to believe the chlamydia allegations because Karlissa isn't the first to bring it up. In fact, it was Chrisean's sister Tareen who first put this on blast. Tareen spilled all this tea after she and Chrisean got into a nasty little back and forth. Apparently, Chrisean refused to pay her for babysitting Junior, so Tareen decided she wasn't handing the baby back until she got her money. Then, once the police allegedly showed up, got into the house, and took Junior out of there, Tareen hopped on Instagram Live and started airing everything out. According to Tareen, when Chrisean was giving birth, she was allegedly dealing with a chlamydia flare-up around her private area. She claimed the doctor supposedly warned Chrisean that a C-section would be the safer option, so the baby wouldn't be exposed during delivery. But according to Tareen, Chrisean allegedly refused and still went through with the birth the way she wanted.
Why didn't your mother's instincts kick in day one when you gave birth? Why? Because I was there. It didn't kick in. It didn't kick in. When the nurses came in there and told you, can they talk to you about yourself? You're like, no. Just go ahead and put it out there. Whatever's wrong. Yeah, and they said you had chlamydia. Your mother's instincts didn't kick in. They said we gonna have to do a C-section. Guess what? You refused. You didn't want to mess up your little tattoo. Or you didn't want to get cut, right? Oh, all right. Where your mother's instincts was at then? Because you sent through that infected canal, right? You did. You did that. So don't do that. And I encourage you. I keep asking you, leave me alone. But you want to play with my children now, right? You play with my children. Talking on my grandbaby, like. And you know what's crazy? We will never talk about Chrisean because he's special and we really love him. But yo, you are foul. You are foul and disgusting. And how you playing? It's a no-go zone. It's a no-go zone over here. You know that. It's a no-go zone over here. We had a meeting with CPS. My reason for that is because I have to clear my name. I have to clear my position. Yes, I'm gonna protect myself. You tell lies and you sell fake stories. I see what's going on. You don't mind. So okay, why would I, after you didn't come get him, be like, okay, I'm just gonna wait on Chrisean's time? No, it don't work like that, baby girl. It's me, big sis. But you played, you let your little emotions and the drugs rewire your little brain, and you did what you did. Now you think it's cool. It's not. You play with me, my household, posting my household. When was that ever a thing that's cool to play with? It was never a thing cool to play with. You did wrong. You did wrong. But it's like, okay, you want me to lay it out? I'll lay it out. But I'm gonna leave that for now. Don't keep playing with me. Or my kids, y'all threatening my daughter, sending her messages. Who coming to see her today? Pull up. Don't do that. Don't do that. You start a bunch of unnecessary foul drama. You can't hold your word on nothing. You heard me. Can't hold your word on nothing. Only thing you held your word on was coming with the police, and you brought the whole police force. And yes, I'm not answering my door. And that was me, yes, sitting on the couch. I don't answer the door for the police. What are you talking about? Especially after they come at 2 something in the morning. Why would I answer the door? Why would I? You played games. And you thought you was going to play with me. But I made sure my name was canceled out with CPS and anybody, so you couldn't play with me with him. You did that, though. You did that. So now your karma, that's on you. But don't forget, every action, a reaction comes behind it. So be careful on the type of reactions that you want. You keep putting negativity out here, negativity will chase you down. I could really do you dirty. But you know what? I'm gonna keep my little stuff in the tucker. I got it for now. For now.
And as if this whole situation couldn't get any messier, Jaden seemingly added even more fuel to the fire during an interview. She claimed she had also heard rumors that Chrisean was allegedly dealing with an STD around the same time she gave birth.
Yeah.
She gave birth through the canal.
I mean, she's seen...
Wow, we're throwing
Wait,
big
you
shots.
think she had one since birth?
No, when she gave birth.
Oh, really?
And for anybody wondering why folks are reacting so strongly to this, it's because when it comes to newborns, that kind of exposure can affect their eyes, their breathing, and if it's not treated fast enough, it can even lead to serious vision issues. Apparently, if a mother has untreated chlamydia while giving birth, the baby can allegedly catch it while passing through the birth canal. And that's why her doctor wanted her to have a C-section in the first place, to lower the risk of Junior being exposed. But of course, you have Chrisean being Chrisean. Hate her or love her, Karlissa was right about Chrisean this time. It's about time people stopped treating Chrisean like she didn't have a hand in why her son is the way he is now. In the meantime, people had their thoughts like this person who said, "It's crazy how nobody talks about this part as well. Junior went through that infected canal, and the doctor and nurse should have done an emergency C-section. They knew the risk." Another person said, "OMG, that's crazy she pushed him through the valley of death. She wrong for that. She is despicable." But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Karlissa going off on Chrisean? And do you really believe Junior has chlamydia? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.